much fun do you have pissing people off?
I honestly
like Notre Dame fans, Justin Bieber fans.
Well, that's one thing.
Mayonnaise fans.
Like Notre Dame, like when we do things like Haters Guide, or we do things like fuck you, Bill Belichick, or like anything that's sort of like intentionally trolly.
Yeah.
It comes from a place of real like I hate Notre Dame, and I don't really actually know why I do. I really don't know why I do. It's really stupid.
Rick Meyer.
Like I have a friend from Notre Dame. He seems like a nice guy, but fuck Notre Dame. I don't know why. And when I write something like that, it's always I don't know. It seems like it's a sort of on the field thing. It seems like it's this is us having sort of fun, and people. The whole fun is that people take it really seriously, and they're like, "Hey man, I went to Notre Dame. We give money to cancer. Fuck you," and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But then the other times like with Bieber, I tried my best to be really fair about Bieber, as fair as you could be about Bieber, because he turned out to be a real douchebag, right?
I mean, this guy spent 4 hours with Justin Bieber last year for a GQ piece. I don't know if you read it. It was widely circulated.
And then like all the Bieber people were like, "Yeah, clap." Yeah, he spent 4 hours with Bieber. Yeah, people like fighting a war.
These fans are so insane. Have people, asked for your autograph and your pictures?
No. The fans were all pissed.
Yeah,
the fans were like, "Wow, you sound like a real asshole."
Yeah.
Like on Twitter, just like, and then you would go and you would follow it down the rabbit hole, and you'd see like these 13-year-old girls on like Twitter who were like having sexual fantasies about Justin Bieber, and you were like, "Is this legal? Can this even happen?"
Justin Bieber's had a pretty rough year, if you've been paying attention.
He has had a pretty rough year.
Since your meeting, I should say.
As much as you can have a rough year for someone who makes $50 million a year and gets all the pussy he wants. So.
Is he getting pussy? 19 years old?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, quite a bit.
I forget sometimes that people get pussy at that age. I remember, it took me a little while longer after that.
Because when he didn't appear in the article, I was like, for some reason we were talking. We were trying to talk. He doesn't really talk. He's just sort of a teenager. He's like, it's just what he is. And there was something where I was like, well, it's like when you're talking to a girl and it can be kind of tough, and And he's like, yeah, I don't really have that problem.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's not a problem for me. I just pay somebody and pussy appears in my limo.
Amazing. Where do you see Bieber at 35? Do you see this guy just totally crashing and burning? Has
that not happened yet?
He lost his pet monkey. I read about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about it. He's a guy with a 9th grade education, if that.
Yeah.
And he's got $100 million, and he's just about to discover blow.
Yeah. He's right at that age. Right at that age. And
it's not leading him to a fucking Bible study.
And Keyshawn Johnson's mad at him, which is
yeah, that's right.
Which I love.
Keyshawn. Even Keyshawn, even when he smiles, Keyshawn is still pissed. Like, I'm fucking pissed.
What is the process behind these GQ pieces? I mean, are these assigned to you, or you just kind of wake up in the morning and go, you know what? I wonder what that Kid Rock cruise is all about?
No, they are usually assigned to me, which is an obscene luxury in the freelance economy of writing. So I try not to take any of that for granted. So like when they're like, hey, would you like to go, to L.A. and smoke weed with Snoop Lion? I'm usually like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'll do that.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not going to be like, whoa, wait a second here.
Wait a minute.
I don't know if there's any artistic integrity in doing such a thing. The Bieber thing was different. The Bieber thing was like, that was my first real assignment. Like, I was still freelancing. This was back when I was still freelancing for every site that I worked for. And this was my first big assignment for GQ. I had been pushing to be like, you know what, can I do like some real thing? And they're like, all right, motherfucker, how about this?
Yeah. Oh, it was a test.
And I was like, okay, well, I'll give that a shot. And then it seemed to work out. People seemed to like it. Well, the nice thing about Bieber is you could write any article about Bieber gets retweeted 50,000 times by any gossip site.
Yeah.
Just like, look at Justin Bieber reading this hymn. Doesn't he look like a fucking douche? Just anything he does will just get automatically disseminated.
Perez Hilton.
Yeah.
We got to wrap this up, Drew, but I want to ask.
We're running late.
We're running late, I know.
We're RL with SR.
That is true. Who do you despise more? Sports Illustrated's Peter King or Congress's Peter King?
Oh, you know what? I actually get pissed, because... Peter King is this guy for Sports Illustrated who writes really stupid shit, and we used to make fun of him on the site that I did. But a lot of times people, I would see something in the news like, Peter King thinks Muslims shouldn't go to kindergarten. And I'll be like, motherfucking Peter King, First he's nice to Tim Tebow, and then he writes this shit, and it's not him, and I feel so cheated. Like I want them to combine into one Peter King that I can shit on. And it hasn't happened yet.
That's your next assignment, I think. Figure out a way.
The two Peter Kings. Like a Gary Smith article. Like,
God.
Anyway.
And Tebow, you read your article on Tebow, on Deadspin about Tebow, your response to the signing in New England. Man.
It was very mature. I thought it was a mature response.
Yeah, it was a mature response. Well, I want to know was, where was all this...
very nuanced.
Where was all the attention for Danny Werfel? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, Werfel.
You know, Florida quarterback, nothing. There's nothing for them.
You have his jersey?
I do. I have a Danny Werfel and a Danny
Did you
Cannell.
go to Florida?
No.
You're awful. You're
I was
a horrible
obsessed
person.
with... I was 10 years old, man.
Fuck you. You suck.
Danny Cannell. Thank you.
You had a Florida jersey and a Lakers hat. Right?
Well, Drew Magary thinks I suck. I think that's the best we can do right now. Drew Magary, pleasure talking to you. Thanks so much.